This is Ken coming out to you from the Cutco store here in Novi. Just want to give you a couple quick tips here as we get into the holiday season for how to use your knives properly. We're going to choose the chef's knife here as the first knife we're going to do in the video here. This is a typical French knife. One of the things that you want to do whenever you're slicing with this knife is what they call as a high cut. You want to hold the blade up and allow basically just the tip to kind of slice through the food as you're going. If you hold the knife flat on the cutting surface and move it back and forth, the whole blade takes wear and will dull very quickly. When you're using it for chopping, you want to make sure you keep the food at the back part of the blade. The back third of the blade is what you want to use for chopping. The further up toward the front of the knife, I have to lift the blade much higher off the cutting surface to get to the food, whereas when it's right here toward the back, I don't have to lift it up very high at all. You want to make sure your knife is razor sharp. The sharper the knife is, the safer it is, because it's not going to fight you as it goes through, and it's actually going to slice nice and cleanly through the food. In this case, celery. You notice it's not all stuck together. Another thing that you want to be careful of is you don't want to feed the knife. You want to actually move the knife a little bit, in my case from right to left, as I'm right-handed. When it comes to your hand holding the food, if you choose to do the claw technique, basically you just take your fingers, put it on the food and roll them forward, and then your fingers kind of rest up against the blade so you can kind of feel it without your fingertips being in the way. If that frightens you and you just want to keep your fingers as far away from the blade as possible, that's fine. Just hold them back here, and then when you get close to your fingers, just take them away. One of the other cool techniques you can use with a chef's knife is what's called a cross chop, where you just keep crossing back and forth. Put both hands on top of the knife and just chop back and forth, scrape back into the middle, and you're mincing down into little tiny pieces. We have a chef's knife. We have a variety of different chopping knives and cutting tools here at the store. Our address is 43215 Grand River here in Novi. Phone number is 248-679-1538. Please stop by anytime this holiday season to check out any of the tools. We can practice and teach you some different knife skills, and you guys can do some Q&A. We'd love to see you. We also do free gift wrapping and have a bunch of in-store only specials. Stop by and see us. Have a happy holidays.